Hey warriors, welcome back to another video. This is going to be part 2 in my thyroid series, so if you haven't seen part 1 yet, I will link it in the cards above. And it's all about the supplements that I use to treat my hypothyroidism naturally. And today's video is going to be all about dietary changes that I have made in order to support my thyroid, and I think they're going to help you too. When I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's hypothyroidism at the beginning of 2017, I was already eating a pretty healthy vegan diet, but there have been a few tweaks that I have made that I feel have really helped me to get my thyroid antibodies back under control and to get all of my thyroid numbers back into the normal range. So I stopped eating meat in 2012 for ethical reasons. At the time, I was working in a veterinary clinic and I was just working really closely with animals, and I began to really appreciate animals as these independent, beautiful creatures who have their own desires on this planet. And so I just didn't feel like I could continue consuming animal products. So over the years, I have learned so much about nutrition, and I made a gradual transition to a 100% vegan diet in 2014, and I truly believe that this is the optimal way of eating if you want to have a healthy lifestyle with hypothyroidism. Eating animal products, including eggs and dairy, can be problematic for thyroid patients because these products come from animals who have their own endocrine systems. So these animals produce their own hormones. So whenever we consume the flesh or secretions of these animals, we are also consuming the byproducts of their hormones. So this can interfere with our own thyroid and other hormone production. So if you're living with Hashimoto's hypothyroidism in particular, you'll at least want to give up dairy because dairy can be a very inflammatory food that can aggravate the autoimmune response, which is responsible for Hashimoto's. Another food that I have eliminated from my diet is gluten. Gluten is another food that can be very inflammatory, so for people with autoimmune conditions, it's important to avoid consuming it. Because I have Hashimoto's hypothyroidism, which is the autoimmune form of hypothyroidism, my doctor told me to avoid gluten 100% of the time. So unfortunately, it isn't a everything in moderation kind of a thing. Even a little bit of gluten can cause problems. So I'm not gonna lie, I really hate being gluten-free. I miss all of the gluten-y filled treats that I used to enjoy, especially regular bread. I miss regular bread so much. So much. But it is worth it to know that my body is no longer attacking my thyroid gland. So if you're interested in transitioning to a gluten-free or vegan lifestyle, I will leave some links in the description box below so you can check out some resources to help you get started. So now I'm sure you're probably like, okay, Rachel, what the hell am I supposed to eat then? But let me tell you that going vegan and gluten-free, I actually have a more varied diet now than I ever did before. There is so many foods to choose from. You can enjoy an abundance of fruits and vegetables, literally as many as you want. You can enjoy gluten-free grains like rice and quinoa, plant-based proteins like legumes, nuts, and seeds, and learning to spice up your meals with different flavors and sauces is really going to help keep your meals interesting. And a lot of the things that you are enjoying right now can be made in a vegan version. I would say pretty much anything can be made into a vegan version. Some of my favorite foods to eat are vegan chili mac, cheeseless pizza, French fries, vegan meatballs, red lentil curry, and I could just keep going on and on forever because I really love to eat. I've recently also started incorporating more healthy fats into my diet in the form of nuts and seeds. I really like hemp seeds and Brazil nuts, pumpkin seeds, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds. All of these have the essential nutrients that the body needs to synthesize thyroid hormone. So you're getting your omega-3s, your omega-6s, you're getting selenium, you're getting zinc, and you're also getting some L-tyrosine, which is an essential amino acid that the body needs to make thyroid hormone. So especially women, need to be conscious of their fat content. We as women need a little more fat in our diet than men do because we need that fat in order to synthesize the hormones in our bodies. And this is why you might see like bodybuilders, women who are bodybuilders, and they have a really low body fat percentage, they lose their periods because the body needs fat in order to produce a healthy level of hormones. So I say all this so that you know that you don't need to be afraid of consuming fat as long as it is healthy fats from whole plant sources. So, to summarize everything in this video for those of us with brain fog today, number 1, eliminate animal products. Number 2, eliminate gluten. And number 3, make sure you're getting enough healthy fat in your diet. Before I go, I want to share with you a smoothie recipe that I make for myself almost every morning, and it helps to make sure that I get all of the nutrients that I need first thing in the morning so I can start the day feeling energized and knowing that I have really nourished my body. So for this recipe, you'll start with 2 ripe bananas. And then I also like to use some frozen fruit. Here I'm using pineapple and mango, but you can substitute berries or anything you want. I also like to use pumpkin seeds, about 2 tablespoons, and this gives L-tyrosine and zinc. I also include a couple handfuls of spinach. And I like to use ashwagandha powder and maca powder, and this just helps balance the hormones, but this is optional. I also use a couple tablespoons of hemp hearts and about 4 or 5 Brazil nuts. And just look at that gorgeous green color. As you transition to a more whole foods, plant-based diet, I want to encourage you not to think of it as deprivation, but more so that you are giving yourself this gift of nourishment, that you are caring for your body, you are giving yourself all of the things that you need to live your best life. You deserve to live a vibrant and healthy life, and I know that you're strong enough to make the changes to get yourself there. So all of this being said, please remember that everybody has unique dietary needs. Some people might need more carbohydrates, where other people might need more fats. Some people might need more protein. Some people have food allergies or absorption issues. So please make sure to listen to your body. Maybe talk to a nutritionist if you're not sure about it. So give yourself space to experiment with what works for you as an individual, and be patient with yourself. Healing is a journey, and there's not going to be one thing that works for everyone. So again, I'm going to leave some resources in the description box below for you, but if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section below. I hope this has been a helpful video, and if you have enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up so that it can reach more people. And I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss it.